Well, very early morning to me. I am at the airport about to get on a flight to fly to Kos. And you may be wondering, Tiffany, where the heck are you going? It's not Kos. So on Wednesday, I got asked to go on this sailing trip, and it leaves from Leros. And for whatever reason, I couldn't get on the flight to Leros. I think it might have been sold out because there doesn't look like there are too many flights to Leros in the week. So then I will get to Kos and take the ferry. So my flight is at 6 a.m. It is currently 5:05. I got up around 2:30. I've only slept for a couple of hours, but you know, I'm tired, but I don't feel too bad yet. I haven't even had any coffee yet because, well, it's just too early for all that for me. Anyway, it's gonna be great. We're sailing the Dodecanese. I've not been to this area before, either on a sailing trip or any other kind of trip, so I'm super excited about that. I have made it to Kos. And yes, that is another fortress behind me that hopefully next Friday I'll have time to explore. The sailing trip ends on Friday, and I'm either taking the ferry back to Kos from Leros or we're sailing to here. The last time I talked to the people on the boat, they hadn't decided yet. So either way works for me. My flight is until like, I think like 10 o'clock at night. So I have plenty of time to kill in Kos and get to explore a little bit. It is very different than most of the places in Greece that I've been to so far. Like, it looks very different. It's very green and there's lots of farmland. So, but it's still super early. It's just now 8 o'clock, so it's not hot yet. So I'm gonna go find some breakfast. I had breakfast. I still have a little bit of time to kill before I have to catch my ferry. So I walked down here because this is the plane tree of Hippocrates, or in English, Hippocrates. And I'm probably still not saying it correctly in Greek, but supposedly this is where he taught. This is probably not the original tree, they say. This particular tree is about 500 years old, but it's probably a sapling of that tree that he taught under. So that's pretty amazing. And then I couldn't figure out how to get into the castle from when I was walking down by it, but if you come up here across from the tree and you walk down this bridge, there's the entrance. So if you're coming here and you want to know how to get in, that's how you go in. Okay, this is it. This is the last leg. So today I will have taken 3 taxis, 1 plane, and 1 ferry to get to Leros. Actually, this isn't the last leg now that I think about it, because I have to get a taxi in Leros because this ferry doesn't drop me off in the same place as where the sailboat leaves from. But it's like a 10-minute taxi, so that's nothing. And I was a little worried about this cat because it's pretty small, but it's pretty smooth today. So not so bad. When it pulled up, it was rocking back and forth, and I was like, oh great, I'm gonna arrive in Leros seasick. That is not the way you want to start a sailing trip. I have made it to the boat. Finally. I have changed into shorts. It is not as hot in here as it is in Athens, thank goodness. They actually said it was kind of chilly last night sleeping on the boats, so that's good, because obviously there's no air conditioning. So it's a good time to come sailing in Greece, either in May and June when it's cooler at night, and then skip July and August, and then sail again in September. I have sailed in July. You don't sleep a lot, it's doable, but it's kind of, you would just expect to be tired. I do expect to be tired after the end of this trip because that's just the way it is, but that's fine. The joy of it is being on the water for 7 days. All right, we are finally leaving Leros. It is hot, but there is a really nice breeze now that we're moving. This is gonna be great. This is the first stop. Don't ask me the name of the island right now. They told me, but I forgot. However, this is where we're also sleeping, which I love. This is what I like to do, is come and not dock in a harbor and to just sleep in a nice bay. Look at that. Anyway, and then we're gonna have dinner up there later. We're now up at the restaurant, but you can now see how many boats there are, and everyone is pretty much up here in the restaurant as well. And let me tell you, that water is cold, but it feels amazing. We have now arrived in Lipsey. Well, we have come to the beach that's just down from the port. Not the nicest beach in Greece I've ever been to, but it's doable. And actually the water is warm. I mean, it's shallow, but even for Greece, this water is warm, especially compared to the swimming we did yesterday, but it's great. If you want a sleepy, quiet island to come to, this is a good option. But come soon, they're expanding the marina, so let's see. It may become a very popular place to stop for sailboats over here, but it's pretty quiet. I know it's June, but even by now, the busier islands are a little bit busier than this. Oh, that looks like it's gonna be a good sunset, guys. We're about to go to dinner on this beautiful island of Lipsey. And the breeze feels amazing. Like, it is super hot, but today the breeze, this afternoon it picked up. Like after we docked, it picked up. We didn't get to sail today because there wasn't enough wind, but it picked up after we docked. But we had to, because apparently this port gets really busy. And as you can see, we're getting there. Just this side isn't full, but the good side is full. And it's pretty much been full since we got here. Good morning from Lipsey. I somehow failed to video my dinner last night, but I had the shrimp risotto. It was amazing. We went to a restaurant called Calypso, which is just right down there. Today we're heading to Patmos. However, we're not going to like the main port of Patmos. I'm not 100% sure where, but that's what we're doing today. So we're supposed to leave fairly early this morning. It's almost 8 o'clock. We're supposed to leave around 9-ish. So, and I didn't get out and explore because, you know, the night before I left to come here to do the sailing trip, I didn't sleep much because I had to be up really early. And then the first night on the boat, I didn't sleep because I just have to get used to being on the boat. So I slept like a rock last night though, and I feel so much better. So hopefully we'll do some exploring in Patmos today. I just came and got coffee and a croissant from this little bakery. Hold on for the motorbike. What I think is interesting is it's open 24 hours a day, which is sort of unheard of in Greece. Anyway, just had a bite of my croissant. It's really great. And we're off. I will say that the Lipsey harbor was a lot more warm in the morning than the first place that we woke up in. That place was nice and cool. This was a little bit hot already, so it's good to be getting out here early. Look at that. Wouldn't you like to have that house over there? Just sit on your balcony all day and watch boats go by. We have come up to the Cave of St. John, which is supposedly where John received the visions for the Book of Revelations. So one of the people on my boat had rented a car, so I am coming up here to see it. Because otherwise I probably wouldn't see it without the people on the boat taking me up in the car, because it's like up on a steep hill, and you all know how I feel about that. Unfortunately, it's closed. I didn't know you could close a cave, but apparently you can. So this is what it looks like. And we came up here. Goodbye, Patmos. It's a nice little quiet harbor to sleep in, and the breeze kicked up last night. It was really nice and cool. So, and I didn't film at dinner because my batteries were low and we had no port power here, so we ate at a little Italian restaurant right over there. Really great. They were not open for lunch though, so it's dinner only for now. May change. That's it. And now we're off. We have reached the next island. I don't know if you can hear me in the wind, so this is the island of Marathi, and my understanding is that one family lives here. All the boats you see are just people here for the day, and we will stay here for the night. They have a restaurant, and we will sleep here, and then I'm not really sure where we're going tomorrow. Actually, I don't think we know, but that's the beauty of it. The commute to dinner doesn't really get any faster than just coming from there to here. So this is where we're eating, and it's got the view, and it's really beautiful. I'm going to show you around the garden they have going on here. With all these big, beautiful trees, which you don't see very often on Greek islands, but it's really nice. Really, really nice. Yeah. And so this is the view. Some of our people are still trying to make their way off the boat. Here is my seafood pasta. Looks really good. Having to change our plans a little bit. We had planned to go to some other islands, but we're having to go back to Kalymnos because the wind has changed direction to a southerly, and don't ask me why, but that's not a good thing. So we are going to sail down to Kalymnos and see how it is there and spend the night there and then go from there. And I have to go back to Athens on Friday, so I'm just hoping that this storm that's coming through actually allows me to get back to Kos, where my flight is taking off from. Hey guys, so we are stuck on the island of Kalymnos because there's supposed to be a storm, so I'm just walking around a little bit to see it because this was not the plan. So it's a cute island. I haven't seen a lot because you need a car. I don't really want to rent a car to see a lot. Last morning on the boat, and I'm doing one of the things I really like doing while I'm on this trip, sitting on the deck with my coffee and watching the island sort of wake up for the day. The plan today is to catch the ferry to Kos, and then I have quite a bit of time to kill in Kos. And then I catch my flight at like 10 o'clock tonight. And then it will all be over. It's been great. It was a little hot yesterday, and so kind of just chilled and didn't do a lot because it was just ridiculously hot. Part of it is, I don't know if you can see, but like Kos, Kalymnos is just like a giant rock. There isn't a whole lot of green on it. So it just makes you feel like you're sort of baking. Alright guys, I am at the Kos airport, and I thought it was going to be this like super dinky airport, and all of a sudden I realized it's like the nicest airport in Greece I've been to. It's okay, it's not the nicest has a Burger King, which I don't even know where a Burger King is anywhere in Greece. And there's a Starbucks. So anyway, if you're coming to Kos, expect greatness in the airport. That's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.